Are we live?
You're live.
This is Saturday Night Live. No, okay. Welcome to the team call, you guys. The second one in a row. How are you guys loving this joint call? You're loving it, right? You're loving it? Good stuff? Okay. Well, thanks for being on. I'm Zoom dumb. So if there's ever like a moment where it's like, why is she not talking? I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about building belief in your business and also your personal fitness journey. But first, we have to give out some recognition, our favorite part of the call. So I'm going to share my screen with you really quickly. You guys, I'm just like Larissa. I like to sing, talking sound effects, weird voices, funny accents. I hope you love me regardless. Okay, so here's my LOL for the week. This one I thought was really, really cute, and it gave an example of a call to action, so I wanted to share it. Can you guys see my screen? Is it like, bam? Is that better? Good. Okay, so tonight I'm recognizing Miss Lexi Dixon. She's on the call. Congrats, Lexi. Woohoo! This is one of those kind of classic call to action posts. It's not, I don't know that I would typically recognize a call to action because it's, something we're supposed to be doing, right? But I really liked it. I really, really liked it. So she uses empowering language. She's tagging friends, which is great. She's got major hashtag game going on here. And her call to action, message me or comment below for more info or to join. And P.S. she has like a celebrity endorsement right there. Country superstar Brett Eldridge. Apparently he's doing the 22-minute hardcore. Who knew? P.S. I don't listen to country music. No offense. I don't listen to it. But that guy's really cute and he has nice eyes. So I just want to say congratulations, Lexi, for, you're telling people what you're doing. You're involving your your friends, and you got your hashtag game. And I just really loved this post. Hey, give me that. Please don't pour coconut oil all over the floor. Thank you. Sorry.
Water?
No, it's not water. You need to go downstairs. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, so congrats, Lexi. Super proud of you.
Hey, Lexi.
Go downstairs.
Okay. Oh, I am going to share my screen. Okay, guys. And we have the Team FitFAM LOL this week is from Amy. Amy she's been on a bit of a break from Beachbody. She has gone through a lot. And this post from her is one of those posts that just, you just feel it. You know what I mean? I wanted to recognize her because when I read this post, I get chills. When I read this post, I'm inspired. When I read this post, I'm like, yeah, I'm on Amy's team when I read this post. I want her to succeed. I'm proud of her when I read this post, whether I was a Beachbody coach or not. She's sharing from the heart. Her photo's great. It's a good eye-catching image. She's inspiring as all get out and reaching women who've gone through emotional toxicity and giving them hope. And that's what we can do with this platform is we can reach people who have gone through similar experiences as us, and we can give them hope, whether it's about Beachbody or not. And I just want to read this because I just want to read the words. I haven't posted a progress pic in months, but I want to share this now. If you've known me for a while, you know I'm a Beachbody coach. I know what needs to be done to lose weight, to get healthy, to get stronger. But when my life crashed down around me last summer, I gave up for a while. I was in survival mode. I'm not going to lie. A lot of this weight came off just over the course of life since August, stress, chaos, no time to think, much less eat. but I'm posting this because I think it shows something I truly believe in. Emotional toxicity doesn't just affect your mood, guys. It affects you physically too. I was trapped in this cycle of toxicity and negativity, and no matter how hard I worked, the weight wasn't coming off. I had to break free from that and learn how to truly take care of myself. 6 years of multiple surgeries, pregnancies, taking care of babies, being diagnosed with multiple autoimmune diseases. I believe that a lot of it was exacerbated by the negativity in my world. But nonetheless, it all took a toll on my weight and my energy and my strength, a huge toll. Just to give some reference, all these pictures were taken while I was working out and eating clean 80 to 90% of the time. I didn't start coaching to lose weight. I started because I was basically bedridden from fibro and Hashimoto's. And I was desperate for anything that would help more than the doctors who kept bouncing me around. So no matter what, for me, these were successful after photos, just because I was out of bed. But no matter what I did, the weight held on. In the summer, she was on the left, she was a size 14. Middle, a year ago, down to a 10. Then she had her 7th pelvic abdominal surgery and ballooned back up to a 12. Tonight, now a size 4, y'all. That's like high school size, something I never dreamed would happen. But more importantly, I am living. I'm not surviving at the mercy of fibro and hashies. I'm not just trying to get through the day and go home and go to bed. I'm working and working out and doing stuff with my kids in our days and cleaning my house and taking a shower without having to take a nap after. This mama is back, y'all, and now without all the extra weight, literal and metaphorical, I'm getting stronger than ever. I know this was long, so thank you for reading. I'm just on a workout high and feeling incredibly grateful for my health tonight. And I know that was long for me to read, but man, that gives me hope. Man, that gives me like inspiration, you know? And she has a lot of engagement on that post because it's humanity. It's human. It's, you know, it's human. And so Amy is who I'm shouting out today for the fam. And I shall unshare my screen if I can figure it out.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Good job, Amy.
Yes.
Okay, so I am going to take over for just a moment, and then I think Larissa's going to come back in the end, right?
Yep.
Right? Good.
Myself.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, again, Zoom dumb. Give me a minute. So we are going to talk tonight, share my screen, about building belief. And we're going to give you some tips on how to build confidence and belief within yourself today. I think this is something that not only Beachbody coaches struggle with. I think we could honestly give this to all moms, all women, in every walk of life, because I think especially mothers, I know not everybody on the call is a mom, but I think I can speak for the moms on the call when I say we typically struggle with doubt and disbelief in ourselves. We're always questioning, you know, did I make the right choice? Am I doing the right thing? And so I want to kind of give you my 5 nuggets or things that I try to focus on when I'm feeling like, you know, I'm kind of doubting myself. And this can go not only with your coaching opportunity, being a mom, or your personal fitness journey, or if you have a 9-to-5 job or, you know, a job outside of coaching. I think this can really apply to all areas of your life. So I think this should be a really good call if you just go with me there. So first and foremost, you have to say no to negativity. Don't even entertain negative thoughts. They don't need to take up any space in your brain. It's not a good place to be. You're having negative thoughts, because then negative thoughts work. We just got to quit using this. Not we wouldn't speak to our children and take it and don't listen to or watch negative images or shows. The positive going all, you know, I personally am a big fan of praise because it's very uplifting for me. Don't get me wrong, love other types of music. but I can find also, I struggle, caveat here, I struggle with this back, and I found out it was because I was watching a ton of TV. And my husband was like, you need to stop watching so many shows. Like, why are you watching, oh, my aunt, who is having trouble hearing me? Everybody? Having stop from the subject just a second. If you can't hear me, let me know. She's having a hard time. Is anyone else? Okay. Larissa. Well, I guess I'll have to hear about it. Okay. Anyway, what I was saying is I was watching a lot of reality TV, and my husband was like, why are you watching that TV real in whatever city here? And I literally reality TV. It was amazing that mood, it was amazing. And so I have learned now that, the shows I wouldn't let my kids, and so there's probably don't need to be watching. And so I was entertaining the shows. And luckily my husband doesn't allow me to get Netflix access to those. So I'm totally cut off. Crap. Allow that. Don't watch that stuff. If there's something like, if you find yourself watching a show through Facebook too much, maybe it's time to kill the desktop. Maybe it's time to limit maybe 5 minutes a day, if that's triggering some negativity. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if you really do a friend, maybe it's time to, I said kick that negative friend to the curb. Let's not kick them to the curb, but far. If you are with that's, and they're always like, and their lives, being around them sucks. You need to spend your time with them from afar, even release. I don't know. Friends, and if you're constantly around that person and they're always negative, it can roll off on you. Now, if you're married to someone like, sometimes I love my husband, but he can be a little you just gotta love them and be graceful to them. Don't kick your spouse to the curb if he's negative. Just love on him a little bit more. But those friends who are sucking the life force from you, let's maybe not meet them every week for coffee, maybe once a month. Okay, step number 2, building belief. Embrace your journey, okay? Take a look and see how far you've come so far, how far you've come. Too often, I think we play the compare game, and we like to compare our journey to someone else's, and that's such a big no-no, especially if you're trying to build belief in yourself. Because if you're comparing your journey to someone else, their fitness journey, your fitness results, or maybe your business results to somebody else who maybe signed up the same time as you, or heck, maybe they came in 2 years later and they're already like a quadruple billion star rainbow unicorn diamond, and here you are and you're just sitting in an emerald. One thing I've always told my team, someone else's business center is none of your business. It doesn't matter. You're on a completely different journey. You're on a different journey. You need to give yourself some, you need to just love where you're at. Because they look different, everybody's day looks different. Maybe you're a mom and you can only take 2 hours to your business a week. You're BS of those who are working a full-time job. You got to stop doing that. Or maybe you see her and they're gorgeous in Photoshop and they have all the right lighting and makeup. We've got to stop ourselves to other people. Give yourself a whole lot of grace. Love yourself right where you're at, and really take a look back and see how far you've come. Because it's to when we before images our fitness. If you hadn't done the image, you would have known from. And if you're mid journey thinking, gosh, I just feel like I had results. Go back and look at pictures. Go back and look at that start. Go back and see you've come. And it's the same with your business journey. At the rank you wish you want to be, or maybe your page, you know, where you want them, how far you've come and what built, and the people along the way, and the people that you're going to continue to inspire the longer you stay in it. So just re-embrace your journey and stop comparing yourself. Refocus to look at the areas in which we're inadequate, right? It's so easy for us to look and say, I don't have biceps, I don't have a six-pack, or pay. Sure, it's really easy to focus on that, but rather than focusing on what you're lacking, focus on your strength. Easy that. You know, I want you guys to unleash her. And I'm talking in your fitness journey. I'm talking in your personal coaching journey. I'm talking an amazing mother. What if maybe you can and tell stories, you know, or so what if you don't have that six-pack yet? Let's focus on, I want you guys to sit down and write a list. That's adding on to your action. Write a list in things that you about yourself and you are great at personally. And I want you to apply your coaching journey. And I want you to have that list and just write those things out, okay? I share my story. Now, maybe you're someone who can write really well, or maybe you're really good at videos, or maybe you're, I don't know, maybe you can sing. I don't know. But find out what your strengths are and use that to encourage yourself and share your story as well. Okay? Number 4, create your vision. Now, I know what you're saying. We're talking about beliefs. Why are you bringing in vision? Because I truly believe if you don't know what your vision is, you can look down and go, I don't know what I don't know what I've done, what kind of team I want to build, how I can inspire these people. And when you're inspiring others and building a team, naturally you're going to have a little belief in yourself. So I want you guys to create a clear and concise vision. What are you looking for? What do you want your team to look like? What type of person do you want to work with? And how well is this going to fit into your family? I always encourage my people and my coaches to figure out how this coaching gig is going to fit into your life and make sure that it fits in with your family, not the other way around. You're not fitting your family into the coaching gig. This coaching gig fits into your family and how that's going to look, okay? Because I know when I'm focused too much on my coaching career, my family starts to fall, and then that creates negative thought patterns, and then I become in a place with disbelief. Okay, hold on. I've got a crying kid. 2 seconds. What? What?
Done the movie.
Well, guys, I'm
And
doing
it's
the.
gonna explode into you.
Hold on, change it. Change it.
No, I don't have the remote.
Okay, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. So you're gonna have to give me about 20 minutes. I'm sorry. Those of you who are moms, oh, don't cry for me, Argentina. Okay, so create your vision. Number 5, forget your willpower. I want you guys to tap into your why power. So you've heard, everyone's heard that saying. I think Tara Carr coined it about you got to have a why that makes you cry. And that is, your why is not, some people have a very superficial why. Oh, I want to help people. I want to inspire others. I want to, do this. That's not your why. You've got to really dig deep to get to your why. And tapping into that powerful emotional reason to why you're working this will be what I want to do is quit. So what I like to do is write out my why and have it on my computer close by. So it's down to power out and follow up and see exactly why I'm doing that. I want to impact in my kids' lives. I want to be able to provide things for them that are vacation. I want to be able to, if there's an opportunity, And so when I sit down and I'm messaging someone or I'm trying to, follow up, I know that's the reason for wanting to reach out to them. And so I'm not scared to invite, and I'm not scared to do those kind of things. And when we tapped into that why power, when we really know why we're doing this, there's no negative thought, there's no amount of disbelief or doubt or fear or anxiety that can overcome us, because we're doing it for such a powerful and emotional reason. So I want you guys to really, if you don't know your why yet, or you haven't sat down and really thought about it and dug deep and wrote it down, I want you guys to do that. Because there's going to be days, weeks, months that you're going to feel like, why am I doing this? And I don't think I'm a good coach, and I don't believe in myself. But if you have that why, and you know why you're doing it, it's going to get you through those rougher months, those rougher days. And trust me, they happen to all of us. Well, I don't want to end it there. Hold on. I'll stop share for just a minute. Elaborate a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. See you. Goodbye. No, so those are kind of some of my favorite tips and things that I like to do. Trust me, you guys, I'm preaching to the choir, because I'm probably one of the, I'm one of the biggest coaches that suffers. Here I go, negative self-belief and negative talk, but I suffer with it. I suffer through it too. And I'm so thankful I have someone like Larissa. That's probably something else I should put on there. Get a success partner. They'll help you through those times when you don't believe in yourself. But I have those moments too where I don't believe in myself, and just encouraging yourself, staying away from the negativity, focusing on your strengths, embracing your journey. You guys, those things are really going to get you through those times when you just want to quit, or you're not thinking you're good enough. I'm also a huge, as cheesy and corny as it sounds, I'm a huge believer in self-affirmations, and not just saying them, but writing them out too. I am good enough. I am smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. I'm serious. So you just being flooded with more positivity and more self-affirmations will also help you guys in building your belief. But that's kind of all I had. I'm going to turn it over to Larissa. Was I too fast? That's 20 minutes, right? That's good. Am I too fast? I got to unmute you, Larissa. You're muted. Oh, I can't unmute. There you go.
Hello. Hello.
Was that good?
That was wonderful.
I know you had to hop off and hop back on.
I was hopping in. I was hopping out. I was all over. I'm on two computers. I can see myself right now on the big screen. Can you guys all hear me okay? Because it must be me with the poopy connection over here.
Did everybody hear me? Good?
Yeah, when I logged onto my laptop over here, I'm like, oh, everything's normal. So hopefully the recording is okay. I'm not sure if it will be, because on my end, I don't know. Anyway. No, that was
you go. I'm going to go take care of my crying kid. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, you guys. Okay, so let me screen share. Again. All right, you guys. So what I want to add to the conversation about building beliefs is what I learned in life coach school. Look, it says my internet connection is unstable. Hey, Matt.
Oh.
Are you guys playing the video games and everything down there? Because my internet connection is poop.
Poop.
Well, my internet connection is poop, and I need it to be good. Could you get off the PlayStation? I don't know if that will help. So, okay. Can everybody hear me? If you can't, just start typing or something at some point, and I'll figure this out. But so I just wanted to talk about what I learned in life coach school, and that is this is called the model. If you've heard of Brooke Castillo, or well, she's the main one, Brooke Castillo. This is what she calls the model, and she says basically you can coach anybody using the model if you could figure out where they're at on here. So most people believe that their circumstances are causing their feelings, or their circumstances are causing, you know, oh, my I don't know, my husband's doing this, so I'm sad. Well, no. What we need to know about our beliefs is that we have thoughts that come in when a circumstance happens. So when something happens to you, you have a thought, right? Somebody slams on their brakes in front of you. You think, wow, they must be trying to get me. Maybe they're trying to have me rear end them. Or another person might think, maybe they're drunk, or maybe whatever. Something happens. There's a circumstance, and then there's a million different things that you could do with that. And so what we have to do to figure out what limiting beliefs we have is we have to uncover these poo-poo thoughts that are coming into our heads when things are happening. I lost rank. I thought it meant I sucked. I thought it meant I was a bad coach. I gained weight. I thought it meant, because I'm gaining weight, that means I can't be a successful coach. Or I lost rank. That must mean I suck. Or this person's doing really well and they start at the same time as me. And you might think it's because of some failure in you. This could be the thought. Right? Or, oh, I always fail, or I never get it right, or I always quit, or these are your limiting beliefs. And they become part of your belief system when you pick out one of these millions of thoughts you have every day and you allow yourself to believe it. Okay? So when you're thinking about, let's just say you're thinking about Shakeology, right? You have to have a pretty strong belief system in Shakeology to be a genuine, authentic coach, right? Otherwise, you're a salesperson. If you don't believe in it, you're a salesperson, and you don't care what you're giving them as long as you're selling them, right? And that's not where any of us want to be. That's not the dream for anybody that I've ever talked to who's a Beachbody coach. Ever, 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 ever. Nobody wants to sign up and sell no matter what, right? So let's take Shakeology. And maybe you're having a hard time converting people from free groups into being into a paid group. Maybe you're having, maybe there's just, you're misfiring there, right? Maybe you could get people to order Turbo Fire left and right, but you could never get them to sign on with Shakeology. Well, guess what? It's because of your belief system. There's something in there that you are not feeling, right? So it's either Shakeology, doesn't really work, or it's not so important, or it's expensive, or, how many people think Shakeology is really expensive, and you validate that thought because somewhere in your head you're like, yeah, it really is. When you could be just as firm and strongly and rooted in the idea that it's not expensive because of the amazing ingredients that you have. So why I'm showing you guys this is because I want you to understand that when you take your business and you're not where you want to be, it's because there's a poo-poo thought in there that you're telling yourself. Like for me, until I went to the Tony Robbins event, my poo-poo was that, is there, let's see. Cutting it out.
Okay for me. You're perfect for me.
Am I? Oh, you're perfect for me too.
Yeah. Ooh la la.
Okay. Okay. So my poo-poo until Tony Robbins, and I kid you not, this belief is gone. My poo-poo was that I'm a weenie. And do you know how far do you get as a weenie? Not very far, right? That was my poo-poo. And in the Tony Robbins Unleash the Power Within, what you literally have to do is you have to plug your nose, you have to say your limiting belief, in the most ridiculous voice that you could possibly imagine. You have to twirl your hand, and I'm not kidding. You have to twirl your hand over your head and then stick your finger up your nose. Because that is exactly what you're doing when you're telling yourself, I'm not good at sales. I'm not going to be a good Beachbody coach. I could never blah, 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 right? That's what you're doing. So we have to uncover the beliefs. What belief system do you have around yourself as an entrepreneur? Because until lately, Sarah and I had a conversation, I would say about 6 months ago, and I have zero concept of time. So that could have been a year and a half ago. I don't know. We were talking. And as I'm talking this out, I'm like, holy crap. Am I a hobby coach? Because when I started my business, I had the strongest belief, like literally believed, first of all, that I was going to win the Beachbody prize, the big one. I thought I was gonna. I really did. There was no doubt in my mind. I was winning. Did I win? No. But did that do me really well during my journey? Yeah, because I was like, I got this, right? I moved up in rank incredibly fast, and I'm like, yeah, I got this, right? But then when I looked deeper at my business practices, I was actually operating a business more along the lines of a hobby coach, which is totally fine. But it's just those beliefs that we have to uncover. And I want you guys to know that in this business, I think there's a lot of people out there, a lot of well-intentioned top coaches and mentors, and myself included, and I'm sure Chrissy and you've probably done it too. We're all well-intentioned. But a lot of times we tend to impose our beliefs and our thoughts about the business onto our downline, right? Or onto the people who come to us for mentorship. And that's fine. That's something we can tell people what works for us, but never, ever, ever discount the beliefs that another human being has. Because this is a business that you can absolutely control yourself. You can absolutely do anything that you want with it. You can go to diamond in 30 days. You could go to diamond in 3 years, and it does not matter. All that matters is that you are taken care of. But when you're not where you want to be, if you're where you want to be, great. But if you're not, what is the poo-poo that you have? What is the thought that you have? Because you could say, my circumstance is I've been a coach for 6 months, and I'm still not emerald. And you could make that mean anything. You could make it mean anything. So this is where you have your power. So what do you want? What do you want? You have to match the thought that you pick, because they're thoughts. You get to pick them. They're not beliefs until you pick them and you internalize them, and your brain creates a little tunnel and all this whole thing that goes on. They're just thoughts. We have so many of them, and you can pick up which one do you want to believe. So where do you want to be? I've been a coach for 6 months and I'm not even an emerald yet. And you might need to just figure out what you're making that mean, and then blow that limiting belief out of the water, pick it up with your baggie and throw it in the, just get rid of it and pick something else. Because I could sit here and I could say, oh my gosh, everybody thinks I'm stupid right now. Nobody's going to understand what I'm saying, blah, 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 blah. And that's going to make me feel like a total loser. And then I'm going to shrink, and my body language is going to shrink. Everything's going to shrink, right? So what result would I get from that? I would get, a confused call, low energy, right? Or I could think, I know this stuff. I went to school for this stuff. I understand this stuff. I understand how this works, and I can help these people get there. I could believe that, and that's going to make me feel empowered, and that's going to cause me to be more energetic in my call, and then that's going to get results that maybe other people I could pass on that energy. So what are your beliefs? You have got to figure it out. Where are you? Where do you want to be? And what is the poo-poo belief that is keeping you from getting there? Right? Is it about Shakeology? Do you believe in it? Do you? Are you drinking it every day? Does it give you, like, I don't know. Is it really good for you? Like, does it really help you? What about the workouts? Do you like to work out? Do you believe that you have to like to work out to be a coach? Do you believe that you have to write training calls to be a coach? Do you and then you don't want to? What is it? What is the belief? What is it? Right? My weenie stuff got me nowhere. And I swirled that thing over my head and I stuck it in my nose and I gave it to Brinley. She was my partner. And it's gone. It's gone. So it can be done, and it can be done quickly, right? You got to be ready to squash it. You have to understand that it's not your circumstance. The minute it's your circumstance, it's somebody else's responsibility, and it's in somebody else's hands where you go, right? My kids, like, wake up when I wake up. They go to sleep when I go to sleep, blah, 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 blah. No time to work, right? Is it my kids' fault? If it is, my business is going to be run like Nickelodeon, like a crazy show. It's not going to work, right? But if it's how I can choose to respond to my kids and their needs, what I can choose to think about it, because it's not my circumstances that are causing me to feel overwhelmed. It's not yours either. It's not your rank that's causing you to feel like a loser. It's not your team that is causing you to, to stay where you are. It's not your upline that is keeping you from information. It is not your downline that is keeping you from rising. It is not your kids that are keeping you from work. It is not your husband that is causing you to go to the Dairy Queen, although mine was. It was. For me, it was. But for you, it's not. Right? It's not the circumstance. How do you know what a circumstance is? This is like, a circumstance is something that can be proven in a court of law. Okay, whatever. Like, a circumstance is a thing. It is what it is. You know it's there. You know it's real. But it's your thoughts that are causing you to feel empowered in your business. It's your thoughts that are causing you to feel insecure in your business. It's your thoughts that are causing you to feel insecure in your body. It's your thoughts that are causing you to feel all of these things. And when you feel empowered, you will take actions that are empowering. When you feel less than, when you feel weak, when you feel sad, when you feel underwhelmed, when you feel those things, that is how you're going to act. And when you act a certain way, you're going to get your results. So listen, you can take this model and you can go whatever. You could say, you don't have to know what you're thinking. You can say, my action, what are my actions? What am I doing? Well, I'm not doing the 3 vital behaviors. And then you can say, okay, I'm not doing the 3 vital behaviors. Well, what am I feeling that's making me not do the 3 vital behaviors? I'm feeling inadequate. Okay, well, what am I thinking that is causing me to feel inadequate, right? You can work this up or down and figure out what you need to figure out and go on with your bad self. Because you're the one who's in control of this thing. You're the one who can rise above any limiting beliefs you have. And if you don't have any, go on with your bad self, right? But there could be some coming at you from every part. This business brings out your best and your worst, you brings it out. It brings out your insecurities. It really does. And if you're face to face with that insecurity and you're like, I just can't do it, you have to turn it around and say, I'm faced with this because I'm strong enough to do it. And then you go for it. And that's the truth. Okay. So I do have some homework for you guys. And this is to help you, and I'll put a PDF in the team pages. So this is to help you, and you can use this. Like, seriously, guys, if you're having struggles with a challenger or a team member or something, use this. Because if you know what somebody's thinking, you can help them, right? You don't have to know what you're thinking or what you believe about it, right? Somebody might believe in this business, it has to be done this way. And if somebody's been telling you that and it's not your way, that could be like, you gotta squash it, because you have the power to do this however you want to do it. So, beliefs worksheet. Write a negative thought that you have on a daily basis. You know, mine before the Tony Robbins would have been, I'm a weenie. You know, it really would have been. What my negative thought right now is what I'm connecting my health journey right now and where that is with being an inadequate coach. How can I do it if did, right? So write it down. How does this thought make you feel? And this feeling is one word, because feelings are one word. Makes me feel inadequate. It makes me feel sad. It makes me feel empowered. It makes me feel whatever. How does it make you feel? How do you act when you think this thought? Well, when I think this, then I shut down. That's me. When I have negative thoughts and beliefs, I shut down. That's it. That's my MO. Shut down city. What is the result that you get when if you're me, when you're shutting down? What do you get? Nothing. Okay. How would you feel and act without this thought? Change the thought to something you still believe but feels better. So one of the big things is like the book, the movie, The Secret. And I actually have never read it. I just hear it equated so many times with this kind of work, thought work, right? The Secret, from what I hear, is more so like I don't know how to even describe it. You can't BS yourself into feeling better. So it can't be just like, oh, like I'm beautiful, people like me. Like it's got to be something that you equally feel. So if you get hit, if you're at a stoplight and somebody, I don't know, say you're going through a green light and it's still green, somebody in front of you stops, and you think like, I don't know where I'm going with this. You think this person is stopping because they don't want me to get through the green light, right? Or I totally just lost my train of thought. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you could think that. You could think that this person doesn't want me to do that. You could also choose to think, maybe this person just thought that the light was red. Okay? So you got to find something that works for you that you believe. You can't just BS yourself into this. So that's change the thought to something you still believe but feels better. And it can be incremental. This can be an incremental change. Attribute the feeling to your thinking instead of you. For example, the reason I feel frustrated is because I keep thinking I won't lose weight, not because it's a fact. So the reason I feel frustrated is because I won't lose weight. No, the reason that you feel frustrated is because you think you won't lose weight. It's not true. It doesn't have to be true. And then can you see the thought is harmless without feeling the action? So just, you have to be an outsider in your own brain. You have to be an outsider in your own brain and uncover this stuff. And it will be amazing for you. Truth bombs. All thoughts are not facts. I've said that a few times. They're not facts just because they come to you. Just because they've been ingrained in your head for the last 30 years. It does not mean they are fact, right? Like I have a belief that you have to have sandwiches at lunchtime. Is that a fact? No, that's not a fact. It's a belief. It's something I've thought for a long time, and right now I could choose to poo-poo it out of my, I could say no. The thoughts you choose to believe become your belief system. And if you have a limiting belief system right now, if you're not where you want to be, choose better thoughts, choose better beliefs, choose better beliefs about Shakeology, choose better beliefs about your being a salesperson or not, choose better beliefs about your ability to coach, choose better beliefs about your place in this business. And no matter what is going on in your life, you can choose how you react, because I know there's so much stress that's coming at us from so many different angles, so much, right? And you can't always control what's going on around you. You can't. I can't control a 3-year-old. How can I control? You can't. You can't control what's going on around you, but you can choose how you react. And you can tune in to your own head as an outsider and identify the things that are not helpful. And identify the things that are not working for you. You absolutely can do that. You absolutely can. And believe me, it is, I mean, this isn't something you, like all day, every day, you're just doing this, but when it needs to be done, do it. See yourself as an outsider. See your thoughts as an outsider. Like Chrissy said, you're not going to tell your kids, dude, you can't do that. You suck. We're not going to talk to our kids that way, our best friends, our cousins. We're not going to talk to people we love that way. So why do we internalize these crazy, people have, like, I don't know, there's that thing about how many times a man thinks about the you-know-what every day. Like, how many times, if a man's thinking about that many times every day, how many other thoughts are we just all having every day? Pick the ones that help. Identify the ones that suck. What are your beliefs? And specifically, this is a business call. We are entrepreneurs. We are here for a reason. Do you have some limiting beliefs around money? Do you have some limiting beliefs around, your physical body and what it needs to be a coach? Do you have some limiting beliefs about even what is required of you as a coach? Because I think we get in these in our heads, we see what other people are doing, and we say, like, okay, that's working for Melanie Mitro, so I have to have a blog. Oh, baloney! You don't have to have a blog, right? Works for her. You don't have to have a blog. You could see, oh, so and so posts about blah blah blah. I have to post about blah 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 too. No, you don't. So and so posts 12 times a day. I have to post 12 times. No, you don't. All you have to do is do what works for you, and then just go on with your bad self. And this way, your tribe, who also does not want to have to start a blog, who does not want to have to blah 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 blah, can see that you do it without that. Unless you're faking it and you're trying to do things that aren't you. Then you're going to be all confusing, and your tribe is not going to follow you, and they're not going to want to join you because they are just like you, and they do not want to blah, 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 blah. Does that make sense? Everybody's frozen on this computer. On this computer's. That's all I have for you. Hey! I'm going to on this computer. Hello?
Is your sharing computer frozen?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Back.
All right, y'all. That's it. That's the call. I'm so confused now with all these computers.
Does anyone have any questions or anything?
Oh, popping back in over here.
Are you? And she's in and she's out. She's in and she's out.
So,
Omri just asked if you're going to put the worksheet in the group.
Yeah, I have a PDF that I'll put in both team pages. Yeah.
You rock. Anyone else before we go? No, everybody looks good. Oh, thanks for tuning in, you guys. Are you liking this kind of format? I know I asked that already. I just need a lot of validation.
I do too.
I'm seeking for my self-belief. I'm seeking self-belief right now. Okay, perfect. All
You
right,
guys are doing awesome.
Oh, thanks. So I'm really excited because our next team call 2 weeks from now, we're going to be talking about embracing the hobby coach.
Oh, my computer's frozen again.
Sing that journey. How to do more. I'm sorry. I got feedback or something.
My computer's dying again. It's frozen over there.
But we're gonna do. Oh, sorry. So we're gonna do embrace the hobby coaching. We're gonna do more. Whoa. Is that me? It's time to go. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I just don't hesitate. Chris, I have another computer. Don't hesitate to reach out to us. Okay? Goodness, love you so much. Have a great night, your families. I love you. Well, difficult. We did it. We do.
Recording is going to be recorded. Okay.
That poor report was good. It was such a call. Who's that other person? Galaxy